On Awesome Course Architects and Party Peeps. It's Dr. Sonia here with Jump First. If you don't know what we do here, we talk all things premium courses, whether they be online or face to face. Start with the online first. That's my pro tip. But whether they be online or face to face, you can take what it is that you know, package your unique knowledge, gifts, wisdom, life experiences into the format of premium courses, luxury coaching, and mentorship brands and programs so you can get your gifts out into the world, your message out into the world, because you're not supposed to stay what? You are not supposed to stay local. You are supposed to be global. Okay, so let's get into today's content. I want to talk real quick about raising your prices and when you're ready to start raising your prices. So, this is a biggie. This is usually a question I get at least, I don't know. I've lost count, but it happens every single week, maybe 5 to 10 times per week, right? Like it's all the time, consistently, every single day. I hear this question about raising prices or what should I charge for my courses. And so when you're ready to raise your prices, start thinking about whether you've launched or not. You can always raise your prices. Now, here's the thing, be ethical about it. Okay. So if you have already launched and you charged a student or client one thing to come into your courses and programs, like please do not try to change the price in the middle of that cycle or in the middle of that cohort. Always wait, operate ethically, okay, and with integrity, and always wait until after that current cohort to then raise the prices. Now, as you are, I'm going to reset our timer here. You know, I like to bring these in 2 to 3 minutes. Now, as you are thinking about raising your prices, here's what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to think about, yes, do the market research. Yes, understand your audience. But in doing market research, it's easy sometimes to start thinking about or looking at and paying attention to what everybody else is charging. I want you to take a look at not just the cost of somebody else's program. If you're going to do the market research because you're a researcher like me, where it's in our nature as a high performer, right? Don't just look at the cost of the program. Look at the things that are associated with the cost. So, what are the kinds of things that are included in that program? And look at how your program stands out, what makes your program different. Now, don't get too caught up in the nuances with comparison because really don't believe that there is any competition in the lane that you create for yourself. And in doing too much research on, what other people are doing, not necessarily like you can veer off really quickly from like market trends and your audience and all of those things. And I don't want that to happen. So instead of focusing on those things and getting caught up in this loop of competition or comparison, right? I want you to just focus on what are some of the things that are associated with the prices that other people are charging and what makes your program different. Your story in and of itself is going to make your program unique and different. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of courses right now are still one-off courses. People are still creating general courses they're charging $97, $497, even $1,000 for. We are starting to really lean into premium courses, premium content, premium books and ebooks. And so I'm encouraging you to start thinking about how you can build out your courses to make them premium. How can you elevate what it is that you're teaching, the concepts that you're including inside of your programs and courses? The other thing that I want you to think about when it comes to actually packaging your courses, raising your prices on what it is that you are charging for is not based on how much time it's going to take you in order to create the course either. Okay. Like we are not pricing based on that. We're definitely not pricing based on what we think somebody else is going to be willing to pay. What we are pricing based on is what we are basing our prices on has to do with the transformation that you are providing to other people. Okay. DMR, hello. I see you on. It's not profiting off the Lord. Okay. It's using the gifts and talents that you have instilled in you, the gifts and talents that He has given you in order to build a business. Okay. He didn't say that we can't have businesses. All right. And especially if they are helping other people. And so I want us to like get away from that too, because that's something that I grew up in. And I appreciate you bringing that forward. This is a place of positivity. You are free to express your thoughts and your beliefs and all of those things. I like to hone this, and cultivate this place of positivity. And so here's the thing about it. I grew up in nonprofit service industries. I grew up in church, and that is something that you hear often is that you should be serving. To serve doesn't mean that you have to do it for free. churches still operate like businesses as well. They got to keep the lights on and the doors open. Okay. So, on like, that's just it. Your gifts and talents and skill sets, and giving them away for free all the time. I'm not saying that you can't give back to your community. I'm not telling you never to do anything for free. What I am saying is that there are pockets and spaces and service opportunities for service that require payment. Okay. And when I say they require payment, this is also goes in line with what I'm talking about. You're not basing your pricing on the time that you spend. No one wants to work with a coach, a mentor who's burnt out, who doesn't feel like showing up, okay? Because they don't feel like they're being paid their worth. They don't feel like, the things that they're bringing to the table, people aren't paying attention to, or people are just kind of shoving off or putting on a shelf and not actually utilizing the things that they're bringing to the forefront, their gifts, their talents, what they're putting into sharing their gifts with the world. It's not about less service. Like, let's not take away from that. And it's not about serving and always cultivating these free spaces. At some point, when you pay, and this is something that I've learned personally for myself, but also something that I've taught my clients, my students, my mentees, and something that I see happening in them all the time. When you pay for what it is that you want to do, what it is that you want to learn, you do pay more attention. You give that thing more care, more time, more energy, all of those things. Think about things that you have purchased in your life, because that's not to say, let me say something, okay? It's not like you purchase things every single day. You are literally, and that's my meeting notification. You purchase things every single day. And so it's like, whose business are you supporting? Are you supporting kingdom businesses or not? I mean, let's be for real, right? There are still ways that you do have to make a living. You do, and money is an exchange of value. It's not, when somebody gives you money, it's because they perceive the thing that you have as more valuable than that paper currency or whatever it is in their hands. It's just money. Okay? Like, let's not get into it. It's just money. Like, y'all, people go wild over money. It's just money in this thing in exchange of value. You can always make money back. That's why I'm like, the time is something you can't get back. It's something that continues going forward. Energy, I mean, yeah, we can sleep and recuperate, but guess what? The time that I spent recuperating and re-energizing, I can't get that back either. So it's like, money is something that comes back all the time. So we're not really worried about that. But in order to have the effect and the sustainable impact that you really want to have and make in this world, you got to be able to make money so that you can be in multiple places at one time without you needing to physically be present, meaning you can make more impact. And that's what I'm about, global impact. Great morning. What's going on, Clonette? Always good to see my mentees in the building. Okay. Um Raising your prices is important. There are premium buyers. You think about luxury cars, you think about luxury homes, everything luxury, right? Premium buyers do exist. And there are people with the ability and means to pay you. This is how we redistribute the wealth. This is how we also help people increase, right? And make the impact and walk in their purposes. And this is why I'm about premium courses. This is why I'm about teaching other people what it is that you know, because it's not just about collecting things or passing down things, deeds, LLCs, and all of those things. It's not about that. We also have to teach how to keep those things, right? And there's blueprints that are attached to that. There's knowledge that is attached to that, wisdom that is attached to that. And so that's extremely important to me. This is extremely important to me. Kat says, yes, I love that. I love that this is resonating with some of y'all. And it's something that I truly believe in, I'm convicted about, because, yeah, like I said, I grew up in nonprofit service church, and, a lot of it is taught that you shouldn't be charging, you should do everything for free. I mean, but again, nobody wants to work with someone who is burnt out, a coach, a mentor who's burnt out, because they're giving and giving and giving. And a lot of times, things that are given for free, I'm not saying all the time, but a lot of times they go underappreciated. And so, I mean, you charge for the time that you spend at work. I'm just saying, wherever you work, whoever is paying you, you're charging for your time, right? Premium courses, premium products, services, flip that. You don't have to charge for your time. You can charge for the value of the transformation that you are providing, okay? Through your wisdom, your gifts, your life experiences. You don't have to let those things go to waste. They're very important. And I want to see them passed down. Like, that is my gift. That is something that I enjoy doing, and I feel like that is my purpose in this life, is to help people package their knowledge, wisdom, so that it can be passed down and we don't just have to take it to the grave with us, essentially, because other people can benefit from it. You're not the only one who can benefit from your life story. If you're interested, I'm not here to convince anyone, and this is why I started this channel, because my brain works a little bit differently, and I know I tend to attract people who also are neurodivergent, right? In a way, like our brain just works differently. We think about things differently. And so that's the space I wanted to cultivate here, is positivity for high performers, people who think differently. I'm not here to convince you to package your story, to share your message with the world. I'm not here to convince you to put a price tag on it. You do what you feel is necessary and a part of your purpose on this earth. I'm going to do what's necessary and I feel what is a part of my purpose on this earth. And I want to work with other people who are as convicted in that way. No convincing. You never have to convince anybody to join you on your walk, okay? At some point along the way, sometimes it takes a little bit more life to be lived, okay, to understand some things. But if this resonates with you and you're interested in packaging your story and really putting it out there, charging premium prices because you're tired of being undervalued, underappreciated, and all of those things, then go to jumpfirstacademy.org to get started, okay? Again, it's jumpfirstacademy.org. There's free training over there. It takes less than 30 minutes. And there are also implementation and execution resources that will help you get started so that you're not just consuming information. I dropped the links down in the description below. I appreciate all of y'all. Know that I do. Again, cultivating a space of positivity. So if you're new here and you enjoy thinking about things a little bit more abstractly, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like button, bell notification so you know when new episodes like this drop. And I will see y'all back here. Hopefully I can pop in tomorrow, but definitely every Monday through Friday. And I'm usually on between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. Eastern time. So hit the bell notification so you know when I'm live. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much. I do not have cats. Cats for Nelson. I appreciate you. I got this off TikTok Shop as well. Like, it's new for me, but I'm enjoying it. I like it. It's kind of cool to hold a mini mic. All right. I love y'all so much. I'll catch y'all back here tomorrow. Bye, y'all.